Good morning. I've come to realize that the loudest prayers in our lives are not always prayed with a screaming voice or having an entire audience to witness our prayer. I've come to learn that the most important requests in our lives do not require for us to select specific words and try to impress God with our requests. Genuine promises, they don't need any convincing, and lifelong commitments do not need advertising. Now, everything that I said is what I've learned from mothers. As we come to celebrate our mothers this weekend, I want to celebrate especially those mothers, and all mothers I find them, who pray a lot. And the thing is, mothers pray in silence. I have to witness that when I see my wife praying for our children, our family, in that quiet moment, it means the world to me. I'm a pastor. I get a microphone or a video to pray loud, but I tell you, I want to appreciate today all our beautiful mothers who pray in silence. But I tell you, those are the loudest prayers. There's an example in the Bible, and I want to take you to Hannah. Hannah, it's in the Old Testament. We're going to read from 1 Samuel. Her name means favor, grace. And her story is registered in the first 2 chapters of the first book of Samuel. She's loved by her husband. She loves her husband. She loves the Lord. She's loved by the Lord. But the scripture says that she could not have children. So every year her family would go up to the temple to pray. And the scriptures mention that she would just weep and cry to the Lord, asking that God would give her a child. And she had made a promise. If this child is a boy, she promised that she would give him back to the Lord's service in the temple. And this scripture that I'm going to read, it's during one of those very special visits where the priest Eli gets to witness a woman's loudest prayer. But watch how. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 12-13. And it happened as she, Hannah, continued praying before the Lord, that Eli, this is the priest, watched her mouth. Now Hannah spoke in her heart. Only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. I mean, imagine. Therefore, Eli thought that she was drunk. One of my favorite words has become the word unusual. I've preached about this. Here is another unusual prayer. Here is another unusual act of commitment to God. And I tell you, it has become, while prayed in silence, has become one of the loudest prayers that we read in the Bibles, learned from a mother. Imagine, so unusual that the priest thinks she is drunk, but she is not. Why? Because we just read that Hannah spoke in her heart. I tell you, the Lord loves it when there is a heart-to-heart connection with God, which is most important than word-to-word connection with God. Those are genuine, powerful prayers that sometimes, as I said, do not need loud voices to pray. We just read that only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. To me, these are the loudest prayers. So I want to encourage all our moms that I know you pray. I know you pray in silence. I know you pray when nobody's watching you. Please continue prayer. Continue your prayers, because I tell you, those are the loudest prayers. May the Lord bless you.